Like in all the nations of the world, the powerful political elites will determine who governs us. Like a proverbial knees on our necks, this nation is choking. We can no longer breathe. There is a shortage of air. We need to allow this nation thrive. I'm pleading with you tonight on behalf of millions of our people, more than 10 million of their children who are out of school, and more than half of the population who are in abject poverty. This nation cannot be taken as a private enterprise anymore. You, the ordinary Nigerian, can no longer keep quiet. The nation belongs to all of us. And this time around again, no sitting on the fence. We must speak up to rescue this nation. The continent of Africa is waiting for its giant to rise up and flourish. That is why 2023 election is a make or mar. Look, this nation cannot make a mistake with the choice of its next leader. It is a must we get it right. If you employ the best hands to run your private companies, we should have the best of us run the affairs of this nation. We must get leadership right, not only at the center, but across the states. Knowledge, crisis management skills, character and integrity, vision and courage to make tough decisions, effective communication skills, ability to unite the nation. Leaders who cannot show these traits cannot be hired. Enough is enough. Nigeria, arise. Vote and vote right. And your time is now.
Wow. I wish you can be hearing this kind of message every week, every month, or even maybe every year. But instead, maybe every 4 years. Shit. What do I know? Wow. What a time. What a time. What a time in our history. Oh yeah, election is over. Have you but isn't that the problem though? Eh? Isn't that the problem? We want change, but they always wake up when the politicians never go wake up. Now we dey wake up. No. How is this energy? How can we how can we maintain this kind of energy during off-cycle election for at least a month and see if we are going to achieve something or not? Na small small, na small small we go get wetin we want. Even the politicians understand that you don't get what you want. You take what you can get. If you go sit down for table to bargain, regardless of what you know, regardless of what you are bringing, doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to get everything you think you deserve. But they will advise you to take what you can get because your country belongs to everybody, but at the same time belong to no motherfucker. Excuse my Yoruba, right? So just to make a election is over. I know that. I know that. But isn't that funny? I like this. But you watch that video. Just it's fun. I just imagine God. Where is that spirit? Where is that energy? Where is that? Where has it gone? You know. But anyway, America, you know go succeed. You are trying to take me away from what brought me here this early morning. Good morning, anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Anywhere you are joining me from, or anywhere you will be watching this video from, today, tomorrow, when time past, or in the future. Welcome to Honor Politics, where we talk about politics and policy and everything in between. We specifically focus on Nigeria, and as they say, we live in a global village, right? So anything that goes on that. There is a pressure, by the way, on Biden to step aside. Biden urging that they are not getting the traction that they, once had. So, and this is coming from David Assaron, as the famous political advisor to Barack Obama. There's a rumor out there he works on Tinubu's campaign, works on but a lot of people's campaign, but not famously known for Barack Obama's time. So he came out publicly yesterday and said, last this ticket, Biden Harrison, it's not going to work. He advised them to step aside. This has been my thinking for the past couple of weeks, if not months now. If you follow me well, you will know, say, I don't see Biden and Trump being making it through to the finish line or to the core room. They might get to the core room. If you're an athlete, you follow athletics, you understand. Once you get to the core room, yes, you might not necessarily going to come out or either going to go and finish, start the race or finish the race. If you watch the Olympics, you see a lot of people. One thing or the other go happen, but finishing the race will not be the case. So yes, and I use that analogy to describe the two old guys. I still believe that Ron DeSantis of Florida is going to be the president come 2024. That has been my pick for like 5 years now, if I'm not mistaken, since 2019, right? Maybe that's 4 years. Yes. Yes, Emeka, I am reminiscing, I've been, good now, but from time to time, go make with it, make we go back small so that we no go, we go know, we go know where we did, so that all these men no go dey take advantage of us at will, history they say repeat itself via politics, that's where I get my own. That's not my original thought anyway. Now one woman, nine, give me that line of phrase when she saw me reading the Civil War, American Civil War of 1863, what led to Abraham Lincoln election, and eventually led to his assassination. Eventually, the Civil War erupted and all that and all that. And he hit me, boom, like shit. This is Nigeria all over again, right? Politically speaking. Now, so when she saw me reading that book, and she said, "Huh, that's interesting." I said, "Yes." That's why I like politics. I like history. She said, "Oh, that's interesting." I said, "Oh, do you know that history repeats itself through politics?" And that shit hit me boom, like took me off completely. I was like, wow, it made perfect sense. I've never seen it like that. Now I understand why I'm in love with those two line of uh, books, if you want, for lack of expression. So it's good to reminisce, my brother. We should do often, if that makes sense. Yes, I am reminiscing. So again, Emeka, if they send you, tell them say I travel. Don't take me from what I want to talk about today, which is the hypocrisy, the the hypocrisy of us, Nigeria. All of a sudden, all eyes on judiciary. The same judicial system that we believe is that failing Kanu, I believe as all of a sudden we are now we now say because we're special, because we're special, even though we came fourth in the election, we expect the same judicial system to run things in our favor. Just let me even say, okay, yes, I really win, even though na fourth now na come. You know, make it no sense. So that's my pretty much question today. What is wrong with us? Nnamdi Kanu is still there, and a lot of the people that are saying all lies on judiciary believe, if not 90% of them believe that Nnamdi Kanu, the justice system has failed him because, quote unquote, let's say, courts don't say, may Nigeria grant bail. But the same set of people, the same system, they are overnight, they want it to just turn around as if they are special. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it. Somebody should make it make sense to me. That's why they always talk say now we be our problem. We know the problem, but and the good thing is that we are the solution too. All na politics, African man. You get them, you get them, you get them, you get them. You bad people go say, Ori Wambe, Ori Ekpe, Ori Ekpejo, Ori Ekpe. You got it? We got it. By the time at least 30% of us understand that phrase on our politics, we are halfway there. We're halfway getting the country we want. Because I believe we need to run them, just like Bob Marley said, run the border out of the country, right? That's what we need to do. By the time 30%, just 30% of Nigerian population
Understand that phrase, say on our politics. We're halfway there. I guarantee you that. Because we have to play the game. We have to take the game to them. You see, not be by gra gra. They have the monopoly of violence. We don't have it. We don't even have the resources. They have the resources. They have the monopoly of violence. They don't, if you do anyhow, you see anyhow. And SARS is a classical example. So let's be diplomatic. Let's play this game. I mean, half of Nigerians adults, like, they love football. They understand soccer past anything. They understand football past anything. They dissect how Man U United, they Chelsea, they do things. But they lack the ability to actually apply it to the same politics, because that's exactly how politicians they play out. They recruit the best. If at the beginning of season, Nigerians go to predict who go finish the top 4 for English Premier League, who go likely win the trophy, and 60% of the times they are right. And they don't say they will just predict off just for predicting sake. They will tell you, they will give you the statistics, they will give you put everything into perspective for you to understand how they come to that conclusion. They go say yes, because Man United is spending x amount of billions of euro. They are getting this person. That person is old. They are changing the striker. Here they are getting the best management. They are putting their money here. They. That's exactly how politicians think. Tinubu is a classical example. We might not agree with that man, but God damn it, history will go study that. The kids in the future will study that guy. How the guy can pull her off. Just to make a okay, you the what I say, you the allow politician deceive, they allow politician deceive you with judicial nonsense. If they win, justice has been done. If they lose, the court has wrongly the people. I mean, we are. I mean, we are. Me and you are on the same side now. Why you come at me like that, bro? Me allow politicians deceive me. Come on, bro. No. I am, as I said, maybe you should listen. They always disagree with me, even on the academic. Yeah, I understand that, but just listen. Yeah, listen and follow the Simon. Now, listen to understand. Don't listen to argue. I'm not saying you should accept everything I'm saying. You're free to disagree, but put
So that you understand where I'm coming from. I started by saying it's an hypocrisy for the same people who clearly believe that the justice system has done them the kind wrong and not expecting the justice system to pronounce them winner of an election that they came further, right? Which is pretty much the same thing that you are saying. If they win, justice serve them right. If they lose, justice give them. But yeah, so we are on the same side. We are saying the same thing in different way, and that is because we are different. We cannot be reasoning exactly the same way, right? Even though that is how we are programmed, right? Via our education system. I don't care where you school, or either in Nigeria or England or America, we are literally programmed to reason along the same line, the factory line of reasoning, right? So I get that. But again, our experience and exposure and hardship and enjoyment also have a lot to play in the way we rationalize and see things, okay? So that's why I say just listen. 99% of the time, we are on the same side. But because maybe we are not chatting the same motto, right? You now think that we disagree with each other. No. So we are just approaching, we are seeing the same solution from different angle, right? That's why I'm saying the Inamdi Kanu case, right? I totally agree with what he stands for, right? But how we approaching it might be where we are bumping heads, right? And arguably, as far as I'm concerned, I stand to debate anybody. As far as I'm concerned, between this Fourth Republic, if I just put it shortly, he have not seen any single individual who has so much influence and conscientized every Nigerian youth, young person, if not in my lifetime. I've not seen. You will fit disagree with Eduamo. And guess what? That is why I am so angry with these people who believe that they need Obi to come out or to tell them to actually do what they need to do. Nnamdi Kanu did not go on the street. Nnamdi Kanu just stand behind a radio and literally flip millions of Nigerian youth mind in the right way, and they begin to see the country in a manner that they should, which is why he's still in jail today, as far as I'm concerned. His message is resonant. They are begin to ask questions. They are beginning to the elites are beginning to they are forced to begin to talk about the civil war or period to this war actually transpires and all that, right? Books are beginning to surface from every news and corner. Contents are beginning to point attention towards that. Whether I like it or not, you have to credit Nnamdi Kanu for that. So I'm not my I'm not who they try to see road. I'm not stupid to see the other side of his achievement. I'm not that Dululu, as Sake will put it, right? What is Dululu? What is Dululu? Sake, you must be a boomer or this Dululu that Jay-Z word of delusion. I think I think I'm correct. So Dululu is the Gen Z words of delusion. So there's this guy on Instagram too. I don't forget his name, but who use pretty much all the content is based on that. So that's what Dululu stand for. Now Gen Z word, so they go understand. And then pretty much this message. Now them but they try, you know, direct this message to. So that make them no allow politicians they dictate how they should act or when to act or what they should say. So that's exactly what Obi has succeeded in doing. It's not good. Everybody expects them to come and do this, to come and do that, to come. No. That's why I say Nnamdi Kanu was never on the street. Okay, maybe when he was in London at a point he was protesting, but that's it. But when that guy got behind radio, the game changed. So there are many ways to actually revolutionize, carry out a revolution, and that's what that guy did, or is still doing, and that's exactly why he's still in jail. And it's too late. There's nothing. Even though that guy come out and no talk again, oh, that is still a big statement. Because that's what now what they teach me for class brothers as a communication student. Even when you are not saying anything, you are making the loudest noise. So they don't the water don't pass Gary as we say for Nigeria, right? So even if they're releasing Nnamdi Kanu today and he not speak a word again, it's still very loud because people will begin to ask why. Because that why we go down where you can never imagine because it will go back to what all his content that is already out there. People will begin to listen to it all over and all over again. And the fact that even if they ban all those his radio, everything, they will erase everything. They cannot erase it from the minds of the young people. That guy has done something that will be with us for the next at least 2, 3 generations. That's like 50 to 60 years. And that is what the Nigerian state is going to be dealing with. I don't know for the next 2, 3 decades. So, and that's why he's still in jail. They just contemplating how they will take you out. And that is where I'm beginning to see things from. That's why I say free now they can. But again, that's why I started playing I started by playing that Ubi video. Where is that energy? Why are people waiting for a politician to lead the way? Right? Those who were when they believe that the protest is the solution. I'm talking to you now. So it is Dululu for us to be expecting the same judicial system that we believe failed in Ambikano to now give us victory, even after we finish fourth. Isn't that Dululu? That's the most ridiculous thing. So we need to start thinking, rationalizing by ourselves. Young people, listen to people that you disagree with. Read books that they told you not to read. Listen to people that they tell you not to listen to. Listen to Islamic cleric. Listen to religion, Christian cleric. Listen to every motherfucker. Excuse my Yoruba. For your own sanity, for you to see things holistically, for you to know that even the people that you agree with, people that you believe in so much at times, then they yarn apathy. They are human. Everybody have his own bias. We are human beings. We get our feelings. Now, that's what makes us humans, right? So, but ability for you to see things from different perspectives give you a little bit of insanity. Not be say I won't say make you special or make you smarter or anything, but make you give you a little bit of insanity so that you can know how to see things. You know, when people say you have to have some certain level of emotional intelligence, it comes in handy, it comes along with that ability for you to see things from different perspectives, give you that solidity, that stoic that people define as emotional intelligence. I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. That's how I see things. All right. Because this individual, especially attain that status of elite, of public, where they get one, two, three followers who have some idea, who are thinkers and doers, however you want to classify them, right? They all have their own biases.
Words. That's why lack of that make it easier for all these people that we look up to at times to take advantage of us easily, right? Because they know they cannot do wrong in our eyes. So it doesn't make sense to me that if we actually believe that the justice system has not been up to them, why are we so disappointed in a way? Why do we spend so much energy and time just expecting things to change? Why, knowing that we have not done the work, we haven't put in the work, we haven't in any way contributed to reach to how that system works, rather than we have been okay citizen. That's not good enough. We don't clearly we know that the system is literally empower an individual to just unpick who is who. I mean, if this is our reality, why do we feel so hurt and disappointed when things don't go our way? Just like Emeka would say, right? If things go their politicians' way, things are okay. If it doesn't go their way. So it don't make don't make sense to me. We need to learn how to reason, not by ourselves. We are lazy this time around. So I always describe a bunch of us as people with TikTok attention span. They leave the integral part of thinking, understanding to a content creator, a journalist, um, a celebrity, right? A star, a politician. No. Forgetting that them too, their mind is as occupied as yours too. They are trying to filter through what is good for them before what is good for everybody, if there's anything like that. Just like you. So when you leave that important part of the whole process to some few individual, then you are done. As you control everything. You wake up every morning, you are looking forward to what Mr. X will say or Mrs. X will say to arrive at your conclusion of what is bothering you or the subject matter, what you think you believe in. What you think, just like food, whatever you are, how you are what you eat. How you look is what goes into your system. However, I don't care how you want to disagree with that, right? If you not lie, no job. Go on fast, yeah. You see how your body will change quick. So you are what you eat physically. The same thing should apply to your what goes into your brain, what goes into your head. You should be able to filter not be everything because you are exactly going to reason according to what always goes into your brain. They say a man is what he thinks all day. So pretty much what goes into your head shapes how you think all day. So why you not give everything to just one person rather than just take your time, listen to everybody, people you agree with, you disagree with, because everybody has his own biases. Right? We are right and wrong on pretty much on every issue. At the same time, I'm right and wrong based on what how that affects you directly. So read books where they say make you know read. Read the Quran, read the Bible, read every book out there, and you understand that you have a, you enjoy the word more. Pretty much, you will see the word for what it is, not what they say it is. You see the word for what it is, not what they say it is. What I mean, they, including your parents. Because your parents told you about the world from their own viewpoint, from what their own understanding, right? And their understanding that viewpoint is shaped by their reality and their experience, which is totally different from yours. See? You see the word for what it is. If you read more extensively, if you listen extensively, if you know, just be a perpetual learner and see how you will see the world or people or society. However you want to broaden or narrow your viewpoint, you will say. So talk to the people they will want you down, people they say you should not talk to. Yes. Remember growing up, parents go say don't talk to strangers, right? Hey, you grow now. Who is a stranger? A stranger is who you define or who you take as a stranger, not what your parent necessarily tell you or define to you as stranger to me. See, just see like that. So reading more of people you agree and disagree with fields that you don't necessarily interested in, you will be surprised that how those people see the world from their time point and from future. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. Listen to people more that you don't disagree with. Listen to podcast. Again, stay away from news for like 2 weeks and see and see if there's going to be any change at all. 2 weeks, don't listen to news, including your favorite news station. Don't listen to news. Don't consume anything news and see. Just while away with your mind to other things extensively and come back and see if you miss anything. you, you come back and tell me what you find on the comment section. Anyway, like, share, and subscribe if you are disagreeing with me. I know if you agree with me, you don't already like, you don't already share, and you don't already subscribe. That's if you agree. But if you don't agree with me, please still like, share, and subscribe. So we will be talking about the Dululuness of a lot of us. You know, let me refresh our Dululuness. I started by this.
Like in all the nations of the world, a powerful political elite will determine who governs us. Like a proverbial knees on our necks, this nation is choking. We can no longer breathe. There is a shortage of air. We need to allow this nation thrive. I'm pleading with you tonight on behalf of millions of our people, more than 10 million of their children who are out of school and more than half of the population who are in abject poverty. This nation cannot be taken as a private enterprise anymore. You, the ordinary Nigerian, can no longer keep quiet. The nation belongs to all of us. And this time around again, no sitting on the fence. We must speak up to rescue this nation. The continent of Africa is waiting for its giant to rise up and flourish. That is why 2023 election is a make or mar. Look, this nation cannot make a mistake with the choice of its next leader. It is a must we get it right. If you employ the best hands to run your private companies, we should have the best of us run the affairs of this nation. We must get leadership right, not only at the center, but across the states. Knowledge, crisis management skills, character and integrity, vision and courage to make tough decisions, effective communication skills, ability to unite the nation. Leaders who cannot show these traits cannot be hired. Enough is enough. Nigeria, arise. Vote and vote right. And your time is now.
You see how Dululu we are? So how come we'll be getting this kind of message? I mean, should I classify it as even gaslighting at this point? Every 4 years. Why we know they get them every day? Because he's on air every freaking day. Why we know they get them even every week? Why not every month? Why not even every year? Right? Again, we give the integral part of thinking, of reasoning, I don't know, of everything, of communication to individuals, so they don't capture us too like that. So why? Yes, Lawrence, you are saying, wow, Shehu said all that. He did a couple of months ago when election, where they tell us they did this, now they do. Yes, symbolically. Yes, this was a campaign. Yes, this was days to the election, days where they gaslight people. Amplifiers, now she will fall in. Tell her we can do that and do. And the zero Oseni they play too, but people go say I don't know which how they talk, but time will tell. Anyway, Asalio Oye Damola. This is a aftermath of Nigeria's first military coup. Okay, what happened? What are you trying to say? I don't know. Make me understand. Aftermath of Nigeria's first military coup. Is that when the Dululu starts? Why did you say why them tell make he do this? Okay, nobody then tell him. No, tell me, why is he not doing every day? In fact, he don't get your own platform now. Sir. Where's this energy? Where's this passion? Where is this? To him, he's trying to educate the people to make the right choice. Yes, thank you. So education is continuous, right? They say you don't just you continue. Even though if you tell your children something, they mistake, they fuck it up. You tell them again. You continue until they get it right, right? So if no be tell they tell her making it do from for every 4 years, explain more to me. So Shehu doesn't have a mind of his own. Of course, Shehu work for an organization. He has a paymaster. He can collect paycheck like every one of us. You are loyal to the doctrine of that organization you work for. That's a business organization. It's a for-profit organization. It is not a community-run enterprise that Shehu is working for, right? Not at all. His mind is suspended anytime he steps into that role. Just like every one of us, we all are actors and actresses. You are only yourself in a way where you are in your bedroom or in your bedroom to some extent. But once you are stepping out, you are stepping into a character. Just like if you go church, you dress and step into a character of Brother John, Sister Mary, right? If you go club, you dress like it is. Say if you're in Rome, you act like a Roman. That's all of us. So he work for channels. They tell him that every 4 years, come and educate people. So not that he doesn't have mind of his own, but your mind is paused when you play into some certain role. It's a character. Until he has enough resources to do things on his own. Yes, and I say, yeah, this shit won't give you his own authentic opinion. But not when he's on channels. That's where I'm coming from with that, Sario. Florence, yes, they are not paying him for a mind of his own. I bless you, sister. Thank you, thank you, thank you. As that's not why they are paying him. They don't pay you to come and think for them. I like that, Florence. I like as you put it. I like her. I remember when I see the way with this school I see they go hustle on the side. We go offload me and some of my Ghanaian brothers and Cameroonian brothers. We go do they do side hustle and one Malian guy we go offload furniture for a big one brand new hotel for one it's a Bohemian, right? Not Dakota. If you are familiar with all those Bohemian, it's a Bohemian or Sherman area. So shout out to Blaze, friends, Haro and Manga and Mali. Yeah, Danny. So I remember when we offload these furnitures, we they try reason how we take make so in a way that moment we will stand, they try figure one or two do around. I did mind tap us, say come. What are you doing? Get to work. Because I said no, you try to reason. They say no, man, you're not paid to reason, you are paid to use your body. That's exactly Florence. That's what exactly you just said. I like that. You're not paid to use his mind. That's not what it's paid for. All of them, not just him, by the way, not just him, everyone at that. Anyway, Sally says, so all journalists are paid to do what the CEO asks him to do. Why? Which space are you living in there? So yes, unless, as I say, you have enough resources on your own to do things. Just if you are paying American to American media, Tucker Carlson is a classical example, right? As is of current happening. So yes, if you are being paid, that's how it works. That's how it works. Even you do. Even if you put yourself in the CEO shoe, you start that organization for a reason. There's an ideology behind you study that business. Just especially when it's for profit. It's what will give you money. What will give you money is what the not even the taxpayer, the advertisers. That's what they want. And God bless Nigeria. Our Nigerian media, their number one patron are the politicians. So yes. So what about his professionalism? That's where you are still we are still you are still we are saying the same thing anyway. What is professionalism? Professionalism goes along with you have to be professional along where you work. Right? Even inside a nightclub, you are meant to act professional according to the rules of that club. If you go beyond that rules, then you are breaking the rule, you are breaking the code, you are breaking the profession, that you are gone. You understand? So the same thing. They are a business entity. Don't never take that away. Your profession qualifies you, right, to occupy that role that fit in that ideology, that system of that organization. You cannot tell a person who is paying you what to do, right? You can only advise. It's not left for him to take your advice or not. Bassing, this is not me saying that. Bassing just said that himself as a president. When they asked him about all these advisors that he has, he said, yes, one thing for them to advise me, another thing for me to take it. That's the boss right there. Sake, make sure we go enter house. I agree. I disagree that with that notion, right? The profession stand for something. To me, it's like saying all journalists are bad eggs. My guy, we just point them out. I just tell you, there are people who have the resources to do shit on their own. I know they disagree with that, but in the case of Shehu, he doesn't. Just point them out. If you are saying all journalists, then I'm overstretching, But their pockets are very few, and I'm telling you, 99% of those people is because they are independently funded, or they are funded by community. Like, you get some real shit in a community funded media, but not this China is now one man business. Oh, just look at it from that way. I'm not saying, of course, Shehu is a professional journalist, but that has nothing to do with it. I'm not saying Shehu is lying. I'm saying Shehu is reasoning along the ideology of that business that he worked for. That doesn't mean he's stupid or he cannot reason, rationalize things on his own. No. Just as like Florence put it, he's not being paid to use his own mind. That's not what he's being paid to do. He has his own podcast. You also go listen to Shehu, the people who interview and how he thinks. You will see the line. And not just a lot of them out there. So, okay, if Shehu reason, if they use his mind, he's being professional, why they give us this message every freaking day? What does it cost him to do that? Well, how much? We'll pay for it. There is a stand for that profession. That's what I'm saying now. What is the stand? Hey, what is the you are using a political word, if I should say, a bogus profession. Break it down. What is profession? What is profession? For you to be going against an organization, philosophy, ideology, and what they stand for, is that you being professional? No. There's a room. You are not. It's not. Nobody's forcing you to play that. Don't get me wrong. It's not. I'm not being forced. But you can say the money is good. In a way, you can say that one is forced. But you are not being forced. You don't have to be there to do to do your thing. So China also has a profession, right? Because these days entities are even the most powerful things, not even individuals. Entities, they buy land. Entities, they own nations. Entities, they own property. This is their own human, right? So that's what it is. That's the world we live in today. If you even want me to put it broadly, everybody has a price. It might not necessarily not cash. Be everybody. So the idea of journalism, yes, you are supposed to be practicing, and they are doing that. Shehu is a professional journalist. I'm not taking that away from him. It's good at what he does. I watch him grow. When I mean I watch him grow, nobody say they on that, they look down on anything, but Shehu has changed, improve, has worked on his skill in our own very high over the years. I give him that. I expect I learned that from him. Right? He's a professional by every standard. But that has nothing to do with what we are talking about. So why they do them every day? Well, every week, every month, every year. So I need to do something. Anyway, let's go back memory lane. Let's take us a distance pass. Let's go to Port Harcourt. Let's go to some of the most profound noise maker of our time. Salute. First of all, I call that first one first. In is that in my view, he is one of the few journalists that was professional in his conduct during and after the 2023 election. See, I don't think anybody will disagree on that. But the key word there, right, to me is conduct, right? You said that was a field professional. It says he's a journalist that was professional in his conduct during and after the 2023 election. Well, nobody, I said this, a guy is professional by every standard. But that doesn't have anything to do with what he's saying, the reason, the opinion that he's putting out there are not necessarily his opinion. That's exactly what we are talking about. Nobody is saying that it's good. I mean, as I said, Shehu mastered the game. You know, our own very as he grew, he mastered I give him that. It's going to be with us for a minute, for a long time, and we need them. It's good. You understand? But it has nothing to do with what the organization stands for. Now, that you said something to yes, you said the next one is about Wiki. This video is so funny. Wiki in my view is one of the best politicians in 2023. He really used that governorship to crush Atiku. I totally agree with you now. Before the election, I will argue this point that you make on the opposite direction to heavens, right? I actually believe that Wiki will be in jail, right? That was my view. I totally, yes, but I never disagree how his wait what he did, how his role play, have a role to play in Wiki and articles this thing, but I don't think he has much effect like that compared to what the obedience movement did to Article, right? But yes, I agree. There's an effect there of Wiki to that of Article too. But yes, being the turnouts to me, yes, I think I would say turnouts to be the best politician in 2023. I agree. But before the election, I would totally disagree with you. But yes, it turned out to be for me. Florence said, until media houses are encouraged to put national interest first, journalists, no matter how good or nice they are, will be a tool in that hand of evil. The hand of evil government or agenda. I totally agree with you, right? And the only way for me for us to actually achieve that, encourage them to put national interest first, is to actually finance the media houses by ourselves. That's the only way. Community radio is gone for a reason. All these community, they don't bastardize all of them, right? Government don't take over the NTA and all those stuff. So we have to thank God for internet, right? Thank God for the alternative. To me, it's not even longer alternative. It's not even the future. They said it's the future, right? The future is podcasts. The future is content creators in terms of how you get your news, but how you dissect and rationalize what you consume, not necessarily up to you, right? Because it's a lot of disinformation, misinformation, information warfare. I'm not excluding myself in all this too. I'm a human being. I fall into this from time to time, knowingly or unknowingly, right? So it's not something that but just the limit, just to what I can do compared to the likes of Rufai and Shehu, right? You are not allowed to read to pour your own thought, just as Florence put it earlier on. You are not allowed to act on some certain way. That's why some of us disagree with Rufai's way of conducting himself, if you may put it that way, right? Not that it's not good at what it does. It's good at what it does. Everything you can apply to is smart, is intelligent, is passionate about what he does and all that. But he's still doing it along the agenda line of people who employed him. He doesn't know why, but he's doing it because he's good at it. It fall into the lives of gaslighters, right? Sorry, amplifiers. They amplify what the gaslighter pass on to them. The gaslighters have a reason why they are gaslighting me and you. And I will keep use Amechi as a classical example, coming out to insult us to our face. Why? Because he's out of power. So he has a reason why he's doing what he's doing in power. Let's to go back to that system. So he has a reason why he's gaslighting us. But the amplifiers are just doing it because they are good at it. Right? I can choose to just overnight totally disagree with Nnamdi Kanu because I can be good at it, right? We have reason to do it. That's why I admire people. I admire those our iPod brother who wants to leave. Why I admire them? Because they are not short of words to describe what they want and how they want to get it. They will say Nigeria is a zoo, and they will give you 1,000,000 reasons why they will tell you it's a zoo. But guess what? A lot of us don't have 1,000,001 reason why we should tell them that Nigeria is not a zoo. So that's why I understand how focused and study they know what they want and going at it, right? You might disagree with it. And that's the all about all this media. So until we go back to community funding, we have to put our resources together to fund how we get our information, including the so-called all the so-called investigative journalists. Those ones are even more for prey to to go out of their way than every other one, because the money is good too, right? So whether you like it or not, we all need money. That's the only way you can ever sustain, which is ridiculous at first. We are the only animals on the planet Earth who is paying to live on it, and a different talk entirely. So yes, Florence, until we find a way to encourage our journalists to think, to put nation first, and I say that the best way to do it is to also finance them. We will not get to where we're going. Shehu is good but restricted. Bam. It's Florence. You do no book. You just simplify things. I like that. Salio, keep going. There's nothing wrong in media house picking side. The problem I have is hiding under journalists. Fox News, we know where they belong. CNN, we know where they belong. They were there. Yes, but we are not there yet, right? America is like that because in a way it's in a two-party system, right? Pretty much you have to find two people in America, those that think left, those that think right. So that plays out in the media house too. But also you begin to see independent people. That's why I say podcast is the future. Study Joe Rogan, for instance. That's a single individual who give other mainstream media who have been in existence for centuries sleepless night. Why? For just simply just asking question. Just think about that, for instance. Joe Rogan is one of the biggest media personalities on the planet Earth today. And all it does is just sit down, just chip chat, just as me and you they talk so with everybody, every kind of profession. And that does not go down well with the established media. That's to tell you where that ideology of two way of reasoning lies, right? If that's where you're okay. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but there's both sides to it, right? So yeah, but Nigeria, we are not there yet. We are still, as far as I'm concerned, it's just still one reasoning. All the elites control everything. And just one side now. So all the media are just on one side of body. They are just the disguise themselves, names and all that kind of stuff. So yes, I totally agree with you that disguising other journalism to do all that is not cool. But you have to put the whole society at large into perspective here to actually understand the point you are trying to make. Sadio, thank you. You said Rufai is not a journalist; he's a on-air personality. Oh, well, but again, you have to just put the times we are in. This is an information age, information war. Just like the agricultural revolution, the industrial revolution. That's where we are today with information. Rumor has it that even the Queen Elizabeth, the sovereign space, actually complained that it was due to the fact that there's too many information in the hands of the base. The base here is the populace, the ordinary people, that eventually led to what? The Brexit success. So yes, at the time we did, so you have all forms and characters and personalities and doing what they are doing. It still falls into what you said before. People had it under journalism to do all sorts of shit, right? So that's how you should put those into context to see Rufai. He's serving a niche. There's a market for Rufai. People who I classify, they don't think for themselves. They have decided to just be lazy. Not that they don't have the capacity or the intelligence to just think, but they're just lazy. They have the attention span of a TikToker. They just give that to people like Rufai to think for them. They wake up every day, they look for what did Rufai think about subsidy? What did Rufai think about their immigration? What did Rufai think about police brutality? What did Rufai think about Bola Ahmed Tinubu? What did Rufai think about Obi? They just run away with that. They don't have time to listen to what did Rufai think, what did Shehu think, what did journalist Hangout think, what did NTA think, what did AIT think. Right? They don't have to. They don't go after to even say, okay, wait till radio Ibadan. They talk about this Tinubu and Obi self or subsidy self. Wait till the radio for Kano. They even people of Kano. They even think self. We no get time. We no get time. We are busy, especially if we are abroad. So we no get time. We're always hustling, right? We got to meet. Everybody's thinking of survival, and there's a reason why it is like that. If the elites make the society better for everybody to think out loud, they will not be the position they are today. The composition will be too stiff for them to just they win easily like that. So Rufai has a niche, has an audience, right? Gatsat classified them. They have a disease called the parasitic mindset, right? An infectious disease that is killing common sense, and we all have our own affect us one way or the other too. And I in a way, I followed in 2020 election, right? This election, I follow a particular platform regarding Republic and how things are going to turn out. Nevertheless, I blunt a lot of other view out, and the outcome is not funny. So yes, the media has been used as power tools to achieve political relevance. Awo used it, Zeke used it. That's go all the way to I think Reagan during the radio time. The current one, Donald Trump, social media. No, sorry, yes, social media. But before Donald Trump, Barack Obama, right? Social media. Before the Donald Trump, Twitter. It's today it's still the same thing. So normal now media is the most important. Media has never has been as important as it today and ever in history. It is very important today because guess what, unlike the industrial revolution period where all of us have to literally be in the field farming and doing all that, then fast forward to industrial revolution where all of us have to literally go out there to go work in the office, in the classroom, in whatever factory, however you want. You have to literally physically go out to get your information. You have to go out there and buy newspaper, right? You have to literally go out there to the community center and listen to some people. You have to literally leave your house to join community. That time has passed. We are now an era whereby you sit in your house, you sit in your car, you sit anywhere, you sit in your toilet, you are everywhere. You are constantly bombarded with information for free. Doesn't cost you anything. Physically doesn't cost you anything. Monetary doesn't cost you. Financially doesn't cost you anything. Nothing. It's right there, more than you bargain for. So, but in the midst of all that, it's also very important because, as I said, Nnamdi Kanu again is another classic example. People are not paying attention what Nnamdi Kanu has achieved. The elite among us, the ruling elite understand it. Nnamdi Kanu has enlightened generation that are going to be fighting the system for the next 30 to 50 years. That's what Nnamdi Kanu has achieved with radio. But people are expecting Obi to come out on the streets before they can do anything. Nnamdi Kanu, that's why that man is still in jail as far as I'm concerned. Because, as I said, even if they release Nnamdi Kanu today and he never say a word again in his lifetime, that is still very loud and powerful, because question will be asked. That question will lead to his broadcast. If I ban all his broadcasts, there are young men and women who their mind has already been entangled with Nnamdi Kanu preaching ideology, just like Martin Luther King. I have to put it that way, because 20, 30, 40 years from now, you will talk about how Nnamdi Kanu, the role he played in our 21st century Nigeria. Right? You can also give it to Showore if you come to the political space. Right? You want to give it to Obi, right, for taking advantage of all these things that has been prepared. Ability for him to just capture their mind too, with his meekness, with his calmness, with his quietness, is something that will be studied in the future. These are people that they are here to make history. History is being unfolded before us, but we don't understand it. We are not seeing it because we are in it. If you listen to some of the intellectuals of the world today, like the likes of Noam Chomsky, Professor Noam Chomsky, 90-something years old man who still think clearly and brilliantly. If you tell him who are the heroes of the 60s and 50s during the civil wars of America, he will tell you the individuals who sacrifice their life, their earnings every day. Those are the heroes. But guess what? History never talk about those people. History talk about the likes of Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Dick Gregory, Kwame Ture. Let's go on and on and on and on. And the same thing if you come to our space. History will not talk about me and the ordinary people on the street. History talk about Bola Tinubu, call am forgery, call am fake, whatever. History will talk about Bola Tinubu first, before I talk about Obi, if you believe he's a saint. History will talk in lines of Obasanjo. Obasanjo classical response to the question they asked him lately about on the Chudi, that guy that does the interview. Chudi asked him, "What would you like to be remembered as?" Obasanjo responds simply by saying that I was here. So that's exactly how these people think, and that's most important thing. That I was here. Do you know what it would take for generation, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 100 years from now, for those generations to know you, that you are once here? My brother, they say many are called, few are choosing. That's what the Bible says, but that's a fucking layman interpretation of that, as far as I'm concerned. Stand to be corrected. So yes, interesting response. So all these people, that's how they think. History we talk about will be history, whether you like it or not. We talk about Nnamdi Kanu, just like history is talking about what Ojukwu. You mentioned Zeke, Awo, but there are millions of Nigerians who perished to make those, to define Awo, to define Zeke, and just like the minds of people that will define Nnamdi Kanu after he's gone. This is what it's about for these people. So restriction on parts of the training show is not on podcast, is on TV, being regulated by a body called NBC. Correct, now you get your picture. Radio and TV is to give us information. It is left for you to go and filter what you learn. Oh man, brother, preach on. This is exactly the point I was trying to make about when people are saying Rufai is the best journalist, this is the best. It's nothing like that. It is because you have become lazy. You have sold this part that Sally just made, right? It's left for you to filter through that time. You feel you don't have the time to just sit down and rationalize things. And for you to rationalize, you have to listen to different perspectives, different people, read different things that we don't have. And exactly that is the difference between this generation and our ancestors during the Hunter and Gatherer days. They have so much time, and that's why they were able to create religion. They were able to create all sorts of things that govern the society today. They have time because all they do is to feed and shelter, which doesn't cost a dime. It doesn't cost anything to feed you. Only cost go out there, conquer one or few animals, do your plants, whatever, find a shelter for you and your family. That's it. You have all day to think, to see through, to see hundreds of years ahead. But we don't have that. We lost that towards to the idea that, oh, we want to make life easy and simple. But you spend your whole life trying to achieve that. That's why the billionaires don't have time. They sit in the beach house, they have their own island just to get away from you. If you live in America, pay attention. The billionaires don't live among the crowd. The only way to know actually person will get money, will hold bar for America. Now, if they live outside of people. I don't care how beautiful your estate is. You are for as far as I'm concerned, a person see they pay you salary. Yes, you can take exception for those who live in a penthouse, right? But those ones have a choice. The choice that I want to pay hundreds of millions in some cases just to live. So they still stay away from you because they stay above you. That's why they get penthouse and high rising. They just look down on you. So rich people in America, the people that don't stay in crowd, the more money you get, the more you want to get away from noise and crowd so that they can have time to now rationalize what success means, what life means, what is tomorrow going to look like. They have time to rationalize. So that's what we don't have. That's why I said generation of today have the attention span of a TikTok. They've given everything to the likes of Rufus Show to think for them. They don't have time to think through. So I agree. So yes, interesting response, Florence. Yes. So these people, even though you see them, they are stealing, they need money and all that. At the end of the day, what they really want is that for people to know the more people know you. For instance, as an example, the more you will be gradually becoming a star, right? If 100 know you, they say, okay, it's famous, right? If like thousands know you, you are becoming a star. If millions know you, you are becoming a superstar, right? If billion knows you, you are now becoming a legend. Like millions know you, billions know you, you are now literally a god. If billions know you, you are literally a god, just like the Pope. Billions of people who are living today know Pope, who Pope is, who is the leader of Catholic organization, because Catholic organization is about 1.3 billion, 1.something billion followership. So that's why anything he says, if the Pope come out today say, don't drink water for the next 10 hours, I guarantee you, close to 1 billion people will take that, will respect that. He no get money, no get anything, but just say because people know him. And at the end of the day, that is what Abraham Lincoln, is it Abraham Lincoln? No, Abraham, Abraham, wait, the hierarchy of needs, right? So that's, if you look at the hierarchy of needs, Abraham Maslow theory of needs, hierarchy of needs. The top one, I want self-actualization. But what our modern people today see, because they don't have time to actually think through, they now believe the fastest way to get there is money, right? They still to do what? To get power. They believe that the more power you have, the more control you have, which is true. But instead of you to earn that power, because the power you earn by diligently working towards it, thank you, yes, it is more legit than any other power you can think of. So the more people believe in you. That's why even the drug lords of today, the Pablo, the Escobar, they die or they end up in jail trying to be what? Trying to be legitimate, to have a legitimate power as an elected president of their various countries. They have money, they have everything, but they don't have that legitimate power. Why? Many citizens don't collectively say, well, this is who we want, or this is who you are. So our elites, they believe the fastest to attain that status. At the end of the day, that's what it is. Because imagine you die a billionaire and nobody know about you. Just think, there's no a billionaire. I'm just putting money to it now because money is everything to this world, right? It's even more important than God. Everybody know money. So just imagine a billionaire die and nobody know. You go ask question, how did he become a billionaire? How? Is that maybe they give an hereditary, if not, or not just look away, because to attain that kind of monetary status, you must do something that millions or billions of people cannot do with that. Or it's so expensive that hundreds of thousands of people need it for their survival. That means they know you. They must be known for something. But if you are a billionaire and you die, nobody knows you, there's something is wrong. So that's why at the end of their money, you still want to have power, so that at least they will say, okay, if you go through the books, okay, is the president of Asusu Point, is the minister at Asusu Point, but you have to dig through. But there are some people you don't have to. Classical example to me is Michael Jackson. That man will live, in as far as human being lives, in as far as anywhere they're human, he will be celebrated, he will be known. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a spirit. Just think about it. Just look at your village. Kids who are being born today in your village, give them 2-3 years, they go begin to talk about breakdance Michael Jackson. I want to be Michael Jackson. How? And that is how it will continue. Those people to me, and I would not be surprised that maybe 100 years from today, he will be celebrated. They will celebrate and really celebrate Jesus Christ. Because it will just be something unbelievable that 100 years from now, kids will still come and still be going through the spirit of Michael Jackson will still be going through them. But it created something. So that's where we are. So yes, information today is abound. Something you pay thousands, millions of dollars for, or money for, then it's now just free. And it's going to get freer, right? With the coming of AI, where everybody will have his own personal AI, things that will assist you. You'll be as lazy as fuck. If it is the people fat now, give them a decade from now, you will hear on 1,000 pounds human being, because everything is being done for them, not by other human beings. Remember by AI. You sit in your room, whatever you want comes to you. Just look at the philosophy of Uber today. Uber has everything. Uber say don't even leave your house, right? You work from home. Uber will deliver you food. They deliver liquor now, so they don't even make you even go outside, go party again. Stay in your house and party. Whatever you want comes to you. So imagine if now with the addition of AI, not whatever you want again now, wherever you are, if you just sleep, everything will be doing. They're going to feed it, they go bet everything you want. We are getting to that life, and guess what? That's going to happen. If you think people are dumb and stupid and foolish now, you went at that time, and that is the period I called that we produce what many people call, not just me, many people refer to as what useless generation. When you have a bunch of generation who are smart, who are good, not that they are lazy, not that they are lazy, but there's nothing for them to do, right? One, not just because there's no unemployment, they are not employable. What do you want to use them do? Everything that a human they do now, pretty much not everything, but the majority of things is being performed by AI, more accurate, more faster, and it's free, pretty much. Just buy them and that's it. So if you don't have a talent, you don't know how to, you are not gifted in cloud and creating program, what do they call them, apps and all that kind of stuff, software, you're pretty much basically just useless. All right. If God bless you, you still live in a first world, it's some society whereby you don't even have a car. You don't need to have it. It's not where they say you own nothing and you'll be happy, right? Not necessarily the way that they paint them, but literally means that you cannot even have a car if you want to. Or you have to be extremely rich because everything is out there free. If you want to go from your office to anywhere within a ticket of seconds, possible, everything is just automated, pretty much, basically automation. Then what's you as a human being? Well, there's a lot of argument out there that human being will always figure it out and get busy, right? We'll see. But it's real out there. So yes, that will be video that is just it's something else. Memory lane. Make I go again. Let me go on. Make I carry us back again. A few of them. A few of them. I see. Making no busy now. Wait. Let me go home. Are you serious? Oh man, I did look for. I try to make things. Do you like the video I want to play? Oh man, strange. I don't have it no more. All right, let me just refresh your memory.
My advice, if you like, based on realities on the ground, because we are the people who are in touch with the grassroots. People are suffering. People are worried. And I can assure you, by 31st of this month, there is no way Nigerians, especially people in the rural areas, people with no even banks in their local government, can do this change within the stipulated period. In other words, so many people will lose their savings. So many people will run into crisis. And these are innocent people, people who have earned their living, who have worked so hard, who have, not, in fact, some of them, in fact, most of them are not politicians. They just want to live in peace. Now, just policy came, they say 3 months. They don't know why it's 3 months. Now, we have an advice for government. Government, in our opinion, should try and reverse this position. It has to be extended. We are aware of the difficulties in the banks. In fact, in Kano now, our markets are closed because of this policy, and so on and so forth. Now, government should extend.
Politicians are the same. They only care about us every 4 years, right? The grassroots are suffering. They are still suffering, but where is the crusade? Where is the press conference? Where is the interviews? Where is all this passion? Huh? A question for another day. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Time to hit the streets.